Hey there, how's it going? I'm Brian Lane, host of the Cheers to Comics normally, but I'm here on Outright Geekery to talk about some comics. I'm here to review comics. Normally I overview comics, but I'm going to review a book here. And this is a book that I'm been anticipating. I can't even get the words out of my mouth. I've been anticipating it so much. This this has been my most anticipated book of the whole year, and then COVID. So I got to wait between one and two. Issue one was superb. Issue two, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that. The book is Outer Darkness Chew. It's the crossover. It's John Layman. It's Afu Chan. Rob Guillory plays a part in it. It's this is amazing stuff. It really is. So, yeah, it's right off the bat. It's kind of revealed that. By the way, this is spoilers. It's revealed that Tony and John Colby are aware that they're comic book characters. They're brought in through this hologram thing, and it's been outlawed now. I'm not gonna get into all the details of that, but it's been outlawed now. And Colby realizes that shit, they're gonna make us just do our job, and then they're gonna send us back peace, and who knows where that is. The level of comedy that's brought in here when the self awareness pops off. It's absolutely unbelievably amazing. John Layman is, it's incredible. It's incredible. I don't know if you guys have been reading Outer Darkness. Unfortunately, it's been canceled. And that's a shame. I'm gonna start a revolution. Bring back Outer Darkness. Hashtag bring back Outer Darkness. And if this book doesn't make you believe that that should be a thing, then I don't understand where your brain's at in comics. But yeah, so we got the Outer Darkness crew. Now their dilemma is that they need to communicate with this ambassador for the Cybelaxians. And no, that's not it. Yeah, that is. Cybelaxians. They communicate only through food. That's why they bring Tony in. Well, the treaty goes through. All good. All good. And yeah, well, now at this point, Tony realizes, oh shit, they want the same thing. No, he doesn't relay this to the people of the Sharon yet. That's the ship, the crew is, from Outer Darkness, those guys, the people that called upon him. So now it's, Tony and Kobe got to kind of come up with their own way of like, fuck, how do we survive? Because as soon as they're done, it's good, and they want the same things, so sounds like we're going to be done here soon. Well, Kobe goes to the hologram thing, and he brings back members of the Chew universe, and they're all well, not all of them. Not all of them. But the ones the one big one that isn't does make sense. I'm not going to completely spoil this. Let's just put it that way. Man, this book is incredible. It really is. It really is. There aren't too many people out there that talk down on Chew. If you've been craving Chew like me, then there you go. This is the book. Outer Darkness, though, this is the last little tidbit we're going to get of Outer Darkness. We got one more issue of this 3-part crossover. That's it. Just 3 parts. And that's bye-bye to Outer Darkness. And that's a real frickin' bummer, man. That's a real frickin' bummer. So, now, where am I at? Where do I rate this? I give this 5 stars. This is a 5-star book. I give it 5 stars on the story for sure. The bringing in the self-awareness, I really do love that. It's my favorite thing about Deadpool. I'm not trying to compare this to Deadpool in any way, shape, or form, but the self-awareness of being in a comic book is always funny to me. John Layman calling himself out for using his, these same old tropes and blah, 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 and his clever ways of storytelling. He's just taking digs at himself, and even Rob himself. Even Rob. It's great. Rob really does only have 1 page in here. Well, not necessarily, but yeah, maybe. But it's still the perfect fucking page. It's great. But then they de-Guillory it or whatever they it's fucking awesome. As far as Afu Chan doing the majority of the art, it's stellar. It really is. I didn't think I'd ever want to see anybody else drawing Tony and crew besides Rob Guillory, the original creator of these characters. or at least their visuals. But it turns out Afu Chan puts an amazing twist on them, and it's more realistic, but still very stylized and not completely super, Jack Kirby comic book style by any means. It's so unique. It's so unique. I love it. I love it. So, 5 stars on the art as well. 5 stars on the story. This is a 5-star book. If you've been craving comics, go through, find Outer Darkness Chew, the crossover, #1, read it, and then pop into #2 and just be blown the hell away by what John Layman is doing right now. It just makes me want the sequel even more. Chew. CHU. And then in the meantime, go through and find Outer Darkness and read it. And so let's get this book going again, man. Let's start a hashtag bring back Outer Darkness. Let's do this. Hashtag bring back Outer Darkness. I know this is John Layman. He told it to me himself. He's got this big epic plan with it, and he can't do anything with it because Skybound owns it, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So let's get convinced. Read this crossover and go through. Read Outer Darkness. If you haven't read Chew already, you've do that because that's my most recommended book in comics ever. So there you go. You could find this more reviews like this, more overviews like this actually on the Cheers to Comics podcast, which you could find on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, anywhere you get a podcast, you can find Cheers to Comics podcast. You can always follow me, Brian Wayne, at Cheers to Comics. Follow the Facebook group, all of that good stuff. So this has been an outright geekery review. Outer Darkness Chew crossover, John Layman, Rob Guillory, Afu Chan. 5 stars times 2, but 5 stars. Cheers.